Panic, screams. The air was thick with tension, every breath a struggle against the rising tide of fear. The stench of jet fuel and fear permeated the cabin, a grim reminder of the peril they faced. A young flight attendant, eyes wide with terror, gripped a phone as if it were a lifeline, her knuckles white. Her voice trembled, relaying an unthinkable message. "They're forcing us to fly to..." The line went dead, leaving a chilling silence in its wake. This was not a drill. This was real. This was chaos. The passengers' faces mirrored the horror of the situation, each one a portrait of dread. This was the scene aboard Flight 752, a seemingly routine flight turned nightmare. What began as a normal day had spiraled into a fight for survival. The world watched, holding its breath as a hijacking unfolded, not just any hijacking, but one that would become synonymous with chaos and unbelievable twists. Families clung to hope, glued to their screens. This is the story of the most chaotic hijack in history, a tale of courage, fear, and the human spirit tested to its limits. Buckle up. The date, August 12, 2024, a day that started like any other, but would soon be etched into history. The location, 30,000 feet above the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean, where the sky meets the sea. Flight 752, en route from London to New York City, cruised through the clouds, its passengers blissfully unaware of the impending danger. Passengers settled in, lost in books, movies, or the anticipation of their destination. Some were dozing off, while others chatted with their neighbors. Little did they know, terror awaited just beyond the horizon, ready to shatter their peace. Mid-flight, a group of men, disguised as ordinary passengers, stormed the cockpit with a chilling precision. Their eyes burned with fanaticism, a dangerous glint that spoke of their unwavering resolve. Their movements were swift, practiced, and coordinated, leaving no room for error. Fear gripped the passengers as the hijackers' true intentions became terrifyingly clear. Panic spread like wildfire. This was no ordinary hijacking for personal gain. It was something far more sinister. This was bigger, more sinister. A plot that threatened to change the course of history. This was about sending a message that would echo around the world, leaving an indelible mark on all who heard it. The hijackers, a rogue faction with a deep-seated vendetta, issued their demands. Their target, the President of the United States himself, their terms, the immediate and unconditional release of their imprisoned leader, a notorious figure known only as the Serpent. The world watched in horror as the hijackers' message, laced with threats and ultimatums, crackled across international airwaves. The stakes had never been higher. Governments scrambled, intelligence agencies went into overdrive, and the lives of hundreds of innocent passengers hung precariously in the balance. The clock was ticking. Section 4. A tense standoff. The air was thick with tension as international forces gathered, their faces etched with determination and concern. A tense standoff ensued between the hijackers and a coalition of international forces. The situation was precarious, with armed forces surrounding the hijacked plane, ready for any eventuality. Negotiators worked tirelessly, their voices strained with exhaustion, trying to reason with the unreasonable. They knew that every word they spoke could either diffuse the situation or escalate it further. Every second was an eternity, every word a potential trigger. The clock ticked ominously, each passing moment heightening the stakes. The hijackers, however, remained resolute, their demands non-negotiable. Their defiant expressions showed no signs of wavering, making the negotiators' task even more daunting. The tension on board Flight 752 was palpable. Passengers sat in fear, their eyes darting around, searching for any sign of hope or rescue. Passengers huddled together, whispering prayers, sharing stories of loved ones, clinging to hope. In the face of danger, they found strength in each other, forming a fragile shield against the terror that surrounded them. Amidst the fear, unexpected bonds of humanity formed, offering solace in the face of unimaginable terror. Hands were held, tears were shed, and silent promises of survival were made. The world watched, prayed, and waited with bated breath. News channels broadcasted the unfolding drama, capturing the collective anxiety and hope of millions around the globe. Section 5. Chaos in the Cockpit.